In this video, I'm going to show you the 8 transformations that are required to find the path to true life, to find the abundant life Jesus said He came down from heaven to give to the world, to give to you. In fact, without these 8 core transformations, it's impossible to find the path that leads to true and lasting happiness and fulfillment. Hi, I'm Mark Shattuck, and if you've watched my other videos, you can see that I'm all about finding the path to abundant life, because that's what Jesus said He came to give us. But it's also what He said few find. Everything I do here is committed to helping you find this elusive path, because it's what everyone is after. It's what I'm after, and I know you are too. Every moment of every day we're seeking it, whether you know it or not. And in Matthew 7, Jesus revealed that there are only 2 ways to live, 2 paths to follow. One path leads to destruction, and many are those who are on it. But the other path leads to life, abundant life. But few are those who find it. So why do so few find the path to life? Why do so few find the fulfillment of their desires according to how God made them? Well, it's because abundant life cannot be found or attained by human effort, no matter how noble or godly our efforts and dedication may be. Only people who are fundamentally transformed can receive abundant life. Only those who have been healed in deep spiritual ways have the capacity to receive it from God. And that's what I offer here. But who am I? Who do I think I am to believe I can offer this greatest of prizes? Well, for starters, I'm just like you. I'm just like everyone. I've been seeking abundant life my entire life as well. But I had a rather unique childhood because I grew up as a missionary kid in the Dominican Republic. I lived overseas the first 16 years of my life. My family moved back to the States my junior year of high school to the middle of Indiana for 1 year. Yeah, quite a change from the Caribbean. And then I did my senior year of high school in Atlanta, Georgia, where I've lived ever since. Now, you might be tempted to believe I followed my parents' path into full-time Christian ministry, but I didn't. I actually went to Georgia Tech and got a degree in architecture, which has been my profession ever since. In fact, I opened my own residential design firm in 2002, designing high-end custom homes. I'm also an artist. All the art you see in these videos is stuff I've created. I just love designing and creating. But ever since my early days of high school, I've been seeking God's hidden path to true life, the abundant life. I've always loved God's scriptures because I viewed them as a treasure map that would lead me to the amazing offer of happiness and peace, security and love promised all throughout the Bible. I've always taken God at His word, and so I've never given up believing I could find the path to true life, to abundant life, until adversity hit me hard. Remember that design firm I started in 2002? Yeah, great idea at the time, and it got better and better up through 2007, but it became a nightmare in 2008 with the housing market collapse. As I share in some of the other videos, my family and I got down to our last $700 in June of 2009. We were toast. All my work had evaporated. We were going to lose our home. We were going to lose everything. But in that scary and crazy time of the economic collapse, God was showing me a new way to live. He was showing me a hidden path in my adversity. It turns out there's a hidden path in every adversity. It's the path of transformation required to find true life. The transformation required to find the abundant life Jesus said He came down from heaven to give us. So, for over 35 years, I've been hunting for this ultimate treasure of God. And in my journey, I found that there are 8 core transformations that must take place in a person's life if they are ever going to find and walk this path to abundant life. I had to be transformed in these 8 fundamental ways myself to find it, and so does everyone else. Without these 8 transformations, us humans simply do not have the capacity of finding it. We just don't. It's why Jesus said few find it. And that's why I created the video course here in this site called The Hidden Path to Life. Because I want you to find what I found. I want you to have the peace and security and love and meaning in your life that Jesus literally gave his life for you to have. Think about that for a minute. He gave his life so that you could have life. Now, don't get me wrong here. By no means is my life always in perfect abundance. I have to keep living in these very same transformations every day, or I'll lose my way. That's why I'll keep making more videos as often as I can to add to the teachings and the encouragement we all need to stay on the right path. Making these videos helps me stay on the path. Here's what the course looks like. There are 8 video lessons, and I specifically designed each lesson to have a powerful journal-style worksheet to help you get very personal and go as deep as you're willing. The teachings and the worksheets for each lesson are packed with Bible verses to show you what God has to say on the matter of abundant life and why Jesus said few find it. I also share personal stories of my adversity and God's miraculous healing, provision, and revelation that led me through it all. You'll be blown away with some of my stories, which are all true, of how God showed up in unbelievable ways, because that's what he wants to do in everyone's life. In fact, he wants to show up big in your life too, right now. So here's a brief introduction to these 8 video lessons, okay? Lesson number 1 is called Correcting Our False Beliefs. In this lesson, I reveal how we all take on false beliefs since the day we're born. It's an inescapable reality of life. And these false beliefs are the first building blocks to the obstacles that keep us from finding abundant life from Jesus. This lesson reveals the most common false beliefs, including the deadly outcome trap that I speak about in almost every video I do. Also included in this lesson is a journal-style worksheet to help you find and remove the false beliefs that are holding you back. All right, lesson number 2 is called Discovering Jesus as Life. In this lesson, I reveal the most amazing reality that we were created to be filled with the life-giving presence of Jesus Christ. Yes, this is rarely taught because it's so abnormal to our natural minds. Jesus is taught as our salvation, but he's hardly ever taught to be our life source. I reveal how Jesus really is the fulfillment of our desires and how to experience this reality in your own life. You've got to discover this greatest offer of all time. And also included in this lesson is the journal-style worksheet to lead you to discover Jesus as your abundant life. Now, lesson number 3 is titled Accepting the Blessing of Adversity. Listen, everyone experiences adversity in this life. It's inevitable. So in this lesson, I'll reveal how in God's reality, adversity is the fast track to finding abundant life. Yes, this is true, but our natural impulse is to avoid and end adversity as fast as possible. I reveal the life-giving purpose of adversity like you've never heard before. In fact, this lesson may even shorten your adversity as you surrender to God in it. And also included in this lesson is a journal-style worksheet to help you transform any adversity into abundant life. Lesson number 4 is called Receiving Healing from God. This one lesson could be the most life-changing experience you could have. I reveal the process of woundedness and how it is used by the devil to keep us from finding abundant life. To avoid dealing with our life wounds is completely natural, but this plays right into the devil's schemes to steal, kill, and destroy our destiny. I show you how life-giving healing is available. Also included in this lesson is a journal-style worksheet to help you find real and lasting healing. Lesson number 5 is called Hearing God's Life-Giving Words. Listen, the Bible clearly states that it's impossible to find the path to life without knowing and hearing God's words. You'll discover the 2 most important ways God speaks and how to develop your own conversational relationship with God. I reveal many examples of this life-giving reality through miracle stories in my own life. Also included is a journal-style worksheet to help you begin hearing God's voice. All right, lesson number 6 is living from our true hearts. This lesson reveals how most Christians have never learned to live from their new heart that was given to them at salvation. This sad reality is yet another massive obstacle to finding abundant life because no one can find the path to life through natural intentions, thoughts, or motives. I'll show you what your new heart is and how to live abundantly from it. And of course, I include a journal-style worksheet to help you discover and live from your new heart. Lesson number 7 is receiving God's covenant reality. This lesson reveals another little-known fact about God's spiritual reality that almost all Christians miss their entire lives. That God has made crucial, life-giving covenants to us, but ignorance and unbelief make these amazing promises unreal to so many. I'll show you what they are and how to live in God's life-giving covenant of favor and love. And again, I include a journal-style worksheet to help you get aligned with God's life-giving covenants. All right, and lesson number 8 is practicing shameless persistence. Yeah, this may sound odd to you, but this final lesson reveals a strange teaching of Jesus on prayer and persistence that is absolutely required to find and walk the path to abundant life. Once the previous 7 lessons have been learned, this last lesson is the only way to go the distance and cross the finish line into a life-giving relationship with God. No one can make it without this. I can't either. I've had to cling to shameless persistence to find and walk my path to true life. And included in this lesson is a journal-style worksheet to help you keep practicing abundant life. Okay, so that's what's ready for you to discover in the Hidden Path of Life video course. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have time for all that, don't worry. The course is on one of the most sophisticated platforms, which allows you to pause and resume right where you've left off, anytime. You can go at your own pace without missing a thing. So let me ask you an obvious question. Have you found the path to abundant life that Jesus said he came to give you? Do you have happiness and peace, security and love, meaning and validation to the full? Listen, if you don't, then give my course a try. I offer a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. But if you take this opportunity to let the Holy Spirit lead you through these 8 transformations, the 8 lessons in my video course, and you seek it with everything you've got, Jesus promises in Luke 11 that you'll find it. In fact, that promise is something I teach in this course. Again, you've got nothing to lose to try it, risk-free for 30 days. So join me on this journey because I'm on it. And I'm here with you and for you in this. Join me to find the life you desire, the life Jesus died to give you. Listen, you're going to keep seeking life every day. You can't help yourself not to because that's how God made you. But these 8 transformations in the Hidden Path video course are the only way to walk the one path that leads to the life you desire, the life that God has for you. So, I pray that God bless you with his life-giving presence. I pray that you will be filled with the fulfillment and satisfaction only Jesus can give. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you inside the Hidden Path video course. God bless.